Hi, welcome back to GenZ. I'm your host, Dante Taricki, and today we are going to be talking about gay marriage, gay rights, and much more.
I'm Mikkel Flynn. I'm a member on the show as well.
Hello, I'm Adrian Garlic.
All right, who would like to get this started?
I would like to come out and say that I'll come out of my position. I want to talk about gays having kids, like adopting and sometimes getting conceiving kids if they're lesbian.
Well, hold on. First off, why don't you just say how you feel about gay people in general?
I have no problem with gay people. Just let people do what they want. It's their business.
I feel the same exact way. Flynn?
Well, I would say that for the most part, I'm perfectly fine with gay people and, the LGBTQ community. But like you were saying that how you feel about, the kid situation with members of the LGBT community.
I don't think that kids that should be exposed to that experience. I believe they should. I believe that all kids should have a healthy upbringing.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that having gay parents is not a healthy upbringing?
Because I believe that the child needs an example of a healthy male and a healthy female.
Well, when you look at like the population of the United States, where we're seeing higher and higher divorce rates, and a lot of people are growing up with only one parent.
That is also bad. They're disenfranchised.
But no one's going to take their kids away because there's only one parent raising them. You're saying that if two people of the same gender want to have a baby together, you're saying that they shouldn't be allowed to? They should have their kids taken away?
I wouldn't say that. I just say I wouldn't say I don't think the government should force them to do anything. I just don't think they should do it.
Why is that? What negatives can you name?
The kids from this article that I have it's not an article, it's a PDF file.
I think that as long as they have two figures in the household, that's a healthy household right there, whether it's two males or whether it's two females. And I think a lot of people in modern day would agree with that as long as you have two figures that they can look up to and have somebody to set an example, no matter what it is, that child will be raised well.
But what I have right here, that in same-sex couple marriages with children involved, that the child has a higher chance of developing ADHD or a learning disability. But from another article that I have, this research was done in 2015. I have this other research from 2013 that conflicts in saying that there is virtually no difference with it.
Well, who are those articles from? The first one is
from the name of the research paper is Emotional Problems Among Children with Same-Sex Parents is Differences by Definition by Dr. Paul Sullins.
Well, I just want to say, because I know a lot of people trying to make this argument that being raised by gay parents will make the child turn gay.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. I think that, you do sometimes see statistically increases of that. I think that might have some more to do with having parents who, if you have two gay parents, two fathers, two mothers, they're more likely to be more supportive of the child, and the child may feel more welcome coming out of the closet. I think that's why you may see some statistics indicating that gay parents are more likely to have gay or bisexual children. I believe that's where that small increase comes from, but it's a very small increase, and you definitely can't connect the two.
Well, the idea that two, gay parents, lesbian parents, create, a child that happens to suffer or have the same thing, being gay or lesbian.
Suffer?
I think that would be a true statistic because, like you said, that there's an increase in that because they feel more comfortable. And you're kind of swaying that child if they see it from the time that they were young up until the point where they're fully decided that that's what they are.
Well, do you believe that goes into another argument? Do you believe that people are born gay?
I don't believe people are born gay. I believe it is a
In
choice.
nurture?
I believe it is 100%
I don't
a
think
choice
it's a
to
choice.
be gay.
I don't think you're born gay either. I think it's just more of a series of events that occurs throughout your life that can sway your sexual orientation.
Absolutely.
So nurture, not nature. is
Yeah,
what you're
that's what I'm saying. I think that there are some evidence of hormones and stuff like that during birth which can affect someone's sexual orientation, but I think that for the most part it's more nurture. But
What I'm saying is that I think if you gave me one gay kid at the age of 13 years old that thinks he's gay, it would not be that hard to convert him to straight. I think that's what would happen, and I think if
that's
you
been
did
tried plenty of times.
if you did
Do you think-
experience,
You've never heard of like conversion therapy?
Yeah. Do you think?
I believe that would work.
Do you
if
think
that's
that
doesn't work,
But do you think
though.
that's right to do?
It's torture.
I think it is right. I mean,
You
if
believe-
that's
Would
what
they be? You think they're better? They'd be
but-
better off straight?
You say that like you're so that you don't care that people are gay and that you're supportive of it, but
Yeah.
now you're basically saying that we should convert the gays.
Well, no, I'm saying that it would not be that hard to do because I believe that it is a choice to be gay. I'm okay with you having your choice, but I think if you wanted to be straight or gay, that's your choice.
Okay.
It's
So
not.
you want to take
Why
their
would
choice
you-
away?
I'm not saying that I want to take their choice away. I'm saying that if you did tests, that's what would occur. That it
So,
would not be that hard to.
You wholeheartedly believe that you chose to be attracted to women? That it's like a choice that you wake up every morning and say, hey, you know what? I think I want a girl.
I
like,
absolutely
You
think
believe it's a
that.
choice?
I believe that from the time when I first learned that up until now, I
So-
have that decision.
You think like attraction, you see attraction as this like one linear thing, where I think attraction is like,
On a spectrum.
yeah, it's a huge number of factors and stuff like that. Like some people are attracted to blondes and stuff like that. You think that's a choice, being attracted to blondes?
Absolutely.
So, but you don't think there's any psychological, like any hormonal, anything like that? It's all just a choice. Like people wake up every morning and say, I want to be gay today.
I absolutely believe that that is all a choice.
No, that's all. So guys, let's talk about another thing. About you said you want to talk about the wedding cake incident, a very old thing that happened.
The wedding, yeah, I have, because personally on the event, I think that I don't think that it was a wise choice by the business, and I don't agree with how they did that, but then again, it's their choice what to do. I have a quote here. So I have a quote from aclauco.org, and it said, being denied service by Masterpiece Cake Shop was offensive and dehumanizing, especially in the midst of arranging what should be a joyful family celebration. I thought that quote was accurate because the situation shouldn't have went down how it went down.
I agree with you on that part. Now, I'm 100% in favor of gay rights and all that type of stuff, but I believe that as private business owners, people should have a lot more freedom with who they want to serve. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if I mentioned this previously in any other video, but my whole views on personal businesses are, as long as you're not getting any government tax benefits, like tax cuts or any government funding, you should be allowed to discriminate openly. You can, for example, I believe the store should be able to say that they don't want to serve blacks. You know, and I believe that because that only hurts them. And so in this incident, I believe that just like the Supreme Court did, that these bakers should be allowed to not serve gay people. I don't agree with it personally. Like I said, I have no problem with gay people. Like, honestly, they're not hurting me, so why should I care, first of all? But I see no problem with people refusing to bake cakes for gay people.
On a federal level, do you believe that all businesses in the United States should be able to do that, or
Like I
it's a
said,
state situation?
I'm saying that as long as you're not getting any benefits from the government, if the government's not giving you tax cuts, the government's not giving you any funding, then you should be allowed to discriminate openly. But if you start getting benefits from the government, then that's could be seen as the government associating with those racist or discriminatory views.
Well, I wrote down that, Colorado State law prohibits public accommodations, including businesses such as Masterpiece Cake Shop, from refusing based on factors such as race, sex, and marital status or sexual orientation.
That's not what the Supreme Court. That's not what the Supreme Court ruled. 7-2 ruling. That's a huge blowout.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, those states don't have to abide by that law.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Federal law is
There's
supreme.
a lot of laws that states do not follow.
Yeah,
They're
and if they don't follow it and it goes
Someone
to the
can bring it
Supreme
to the court,
Court,
yeah.
it will be enforced.
It will, but until it is, then
It's just like
they can follow
if
what they
states don't
have.
follow laws, it will eventually catch up with them, just like Jim Crow.
Yeah.
So what about gay marriage? There's recently been some pushbacks about certain churches denying people the right to marry,
For one,
gay people to marry inside their church.
I think the government has no role in marriage and it should be only spiritual and social.
No, I completely agree with that. Why should there be benefits for being married? Why should the
Exactly.
government
Being
give you
legally
benefits
tied
for
to
being
another
married?
person could be bad if you're not completely committed. Like not everyone's completely 100% committed to a person.
And people abuse our marriage systems. People get married just for the financial benefits. Some
And
people get
legal-
married for green cards.
Yeah.
People get married for a whole list of reasons. That's not what marriage is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about the love between two people.
Yes.
Now I want to specify two people, not two males, not two women, not male and a woman, two people, anybody.
Yeah, but getting back to the gay thing, like homosexuality completely conflicts with the Bible. So wanting to do it in a church is just completely gone on me completely.
Hey, I never understood
I
why-
believe that if the church, if it gets funding from the government, it should let anybody in because it's public. It's a public place.
I don't think that churches should get funding from the government.
I don't believe that either.
I'm
No
a complete
tax cuts.
atheist, first of all, and although I have no problem with religion, well, I do have a problem with religion as a whole. I have no problem with any certain religious group, but I do have a problem with is like the benefits that government gives religious groups, where you can get benefits from that, just like we were talking about gay marriage, like or marriage in general, where you can get benefits for that. Why should churches get tax cuts and all that other type of stuff?
It's not like they're taking the tolls that you put in a church to pay their bills and other things. So why should they get tax
And you got
cuts?
priests driving around in
Cadillacs and Ferraris.
brand new cars.
But listen, I think that gay marriage, all right, for one, you already know what's going to happen when you walk into a church and you're asked to get married and you're gay, because you already know that they're going to most likely say no. But I think that it's time for the churches and the religious system to grow up, all right?